So the gridlock that we see here on a daily basis has pushed residents around this area to start a hashtag trying to get authorities to deal with this matter. I'll tell you what the hashtag is, because I have the gentleman, one of the gentlemen behind this hashtag, trying to bring change in this area to get authorities to solve the problem here, what is leading to the traffic jam we see every day. His name is Mr. Ani Osabote. Mr. Osabote, welcome to the Citi Newsroom.
Thank you very much.
Now, you guys started a hashtag. Why did you do that? But what is the name of this hashtag?
Okay, so it's called Fix Bomb Barrier now. And we believe, for example, that on this particular stretch, it's a major trade route. Okay, and 10 years ago, we didn't have this much traffic, so it wasn't a problem. But over the years, we've developed more communities. Today, we have Community 25, we have Mutual, we have Def Traco, we have Pram Pram, obviously. And they're all building up. So, and the Bomb Barrier, there's no traffic light there. So when you have a lot of vehicles come, they stream there. When they get there, it gets choked. You know, and we think that if you put traffic light there for the interim, it will help fix the problem, because if there's a traffic light. So
you feel because there's no traffic light or the size of the road, that's why you're seeing this?
The size of the road is part, and what we hear is that they are going to do overhead, or they're going to open the roads up. But we don't know. It's a future thing, that the plan that they have. But for the interim, if you put a traffic light in there, it will help us, because the traffic light will then regulate how many cars go in and how many cars will have to stay behind for the others to go in. And this is what we've been asking for.
But there are some MTTD officials. Doesn't it work when they're here?
You saw them when you came, right? The two of them were stationed here. And then this particular place, which is called the DPS Junction, people were just trying to kind of force their way through into the main road. What happens is that right from the stretch from the Dawhenya police station, they drive on the shoulders of the road. Anytime they see a police officer, then they have to go behind Noble Academy.
And then that's how they come out of this route.
Exactly. And when they come here, when there's no police officer here, they just force their way through. So all of that adds up to the pressure. I believe that, look, traffic situation is everywhere. In the Western world, in Africa, in Ghana. But if all of us maintain discipline and we abide by the rules and we drive, we'll get there.
So this is still the Citi Newsroom. I've been joined by two gentlemen here. They operate some of the cars here. Behind me is a taxi rank and also a truck rank. They operate these vehicles over here. Let's pick their thoughts on the traffic situation we see on a daily basis. Boss, what's your name?
My name is Joseph Agbo, but the name they know for me is Lion.
Okay, Lion. Oh, you're competing with your MP. He's also called Lion. And then, boss, what's your name?
My name is Francis Lakuleku. They call me here Happy Yourself.
Happy Yourself. So I have Happy Yourself and then Lion over here. So, Lion, what is it like on a daily basis? You operate at one of the taxis here. How is it like with this traffic situation?
Well, for the traffic there, we have a problem with the road. So we don't know whether they will come and do it or they won't do it, but we don't know. But we are here every morning. Traffic should be blocked more than 2 hours, 3 hours before the car will move. So if it's the right time, they will do the road for you. We will like it.
But you, what route do you ply from here?
I'm renting concrete mixer over here, and my car is the white one standing there. The one the guy was inside, that was my car. I fetch water, do many things in there. That's what I do to survive the day.
Now these many things, and you have to sit in the traffic for 2-3 hours. How does that affect your business?
It affects my business a lot. So then instead of should go and come and do another one, then the road will be blocking. So we can't move, we can't go. We'll be there inside throughout the day. Whatever you want to get, you will get it.
So if you are supposed to do like on a normal day, you can do like 15 trips. How many trips do you do?
Well, I do only 3.
Only 3? Yeah. That's on a bad day, or if you are lucky.
On the bad day, or if I'm lucky, sometimes 5. But then if it's a good day, I can go 15, 16.
Let's bring in Happy Yourself. Happy Yourself, what do you do here?
Oh, I'm also a driver, a pickup driver, truck, Kia.
Okay. So what do you usually move in the pickup?
We used to take cement, wood, and other materials.
Okay. And on a normal day, if there's no traffic, how many trips do you make if the customers come and it's good?
Oh, if the day is good, we go as much as 9 to 10 trips.
And if it's not?
If it's not, because sometimes they take you to a site. If you are going to a site, it's a bit okay.
So which spots are the worst places, or which spots are the ones causing the traffic, which is leading to what we are seeing?
The place we call the most traffic is the Lovely Junction. Those who are from the estate join the the main road. They are the one causing the traffic. So the police let the other one will stop before this one will enter, before this one will go. And now we want the road to be dual road. The single road didn't help us. They have to do the road double so that any car can move. If you are joined, you can take one, and the one goes straight and also take one. That's our problem. And the main junction, we want interchange there, overhead there. The main, those who are going to B5, they use difficult to join the road. So if you get interchange there, they will use down, and we are use the flyover.
So that's Lion and Happy Yourself. They work around this place, truck drivers here. Let's go to an engineer to give us an idea of how we can solve this problem over here. We'll move to one of the prominent engineers we have, Engineer Mahama, to give us an idea of what we can do to solve the problem on this stretch.
The road has outlived its capacity. So there's a need for maybe a road condition, traffic impact assessment, full traffic impact assessment of the road, and then all the various bottlenecks would have to be re-engineered. And then when government has funds, they go in and then reconstruct those. But before then, the rate of indiscipline on those roads is beyond the roof. And I think you guys are doing a lot of this, your war against indiscipline. I'm sure that without that, the police themselves can take it upon themselves to do a lot of arrests. And if the courts would have one specific designation where these people will actually be meted with severe punishment, well, because immediately you guys leave the road, it's back to square one. But most importantly, the roads are in a terrible condition. But I think that if those roads are in that state, and then the drivers at least will just adhere to basic principles, we will make a lot of headway on that side of the road. And then in some of the areas outside the countries, when there's going to be a huge estate, it's for one particular developer. The government, after doing their control, their traffic impact, will have to surcharge the estate developer so that his contribution, whatever he's contributing negatively to those who don't have no business within accessing the place, would be used to address the problems that will be created at the entrance to those facilities.
So I'm currently at the Pom barrier. If you listen to what the residents said, most of them believe that this spot is one of the reasons why we see that level of traffic here. Now, if you look at this spot proper, you realize that there are quite a number of police officers here trying to bring sanity on this spot because of how it is now. Now, you can see an outlet from right in front of me. From the left, there's an outlet. From the right, another outlet. On your left, there's another outlet. On your right, another outlet. And then from behind me, there's another outlet, and then another. So in essence, we are seeing about 6 outlets. So one from my left, another from my right, making 2, another coming from here 3, and then 4, 5, 6 on the other side. Now all these outlets, cars from these outlets, are all competing to cross each other onto wherever they find themselves or wherever they want to go. So those who are trying to cross to the other side, for example, this pickup had to wait for quite some amount of time before it could move into the road. So at the same time, these big trucks are also trying to come to the other side as well. They have to compete with the other cars coming from the other side. So the moment one person misses the movement, it leads to chaos on the spot, which cumulates into the traffic we see. What is happening is there's some road construction going on here. We're told they're opening up the road over here. Now the residents believe that this spot, where there are 6 lanes here, 6 different lanes crossing each other to be able to move to their various destinations, there should be some traffic lights over here to control the flow over here. Now the police are also here doing a good job to control the traffic as well. But the residents tell us that they need the traffic lights here as well to control the traffic whilst construction is going on. This spot has some huge potholes over here, and there's also a traffic light over here. But the potholes that you're seeing, when the drivers get to this point, they have to slow down to be able to go through the potholes, and that slows the flow of traffic over this stretch. So the drivers here, commuters here, tell us that these potholes on this stretch forces them to slow down, leading to the traffic jam. So this is one of the areas and one of the spots where the traffic also forms over here and spills to the back, all the way to the back on the Dawhenya stretch. This junction, we are told, is the Uncle T junction, or if you're moving on the opposite side to Tema, you see those big potholes, which you see drivers being forced to slow down to be able to maneuver their way through these potholes.